guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my daily makeup routine, which I use pretty much every day that I'm wearing makeup. So, some days I'll have makeup free days, to take care of my skin. But yeah, for the most part, this is what I do every day. So let's get started. So what I've done first prior to this is I've got my foundation brush and I've made sure it's slightly moist. And I recommend you do that before you apply foundation, just because it can kind of stretch the foundation a bit further, and it definitely has a better effect for the skin. To start off, I'm going to conceal, because obviously I need a few bits of concealer, and that's fairly normal for me. I always have little red spots or big bags, which is kind of the whole point of makeup, to hide those big bags. So this is quite old, but this is the Age Rewind Maybelline Concealer. It's a treatment concealer. It's got goji berry and haloxyl, which is specifically for dark circles. So pop some of that under my eyes. They say that you should dab, but because I'm running out, I kind of have to really push down. I have to get some more. I have to get some more. And then I'll also use that on my spots. And I do this before foundation just so that I can make sure that it's blended properly. Because otherwise, you can have a little bit of a patch of concealer and then people know you're trying to hide something. Okay, and then I've got the Maybelline again, Maybelline True Ivory Super Stay 24-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. I have a lot of trouble with foundation just because my skin's so pale. It always takes a little bit longer to find a shade that suits me. So I've got a spot on my hand, and I'll just pop that on one side of my face. I do it in regions because I always worry that it's going to dry up and then just leave a big patch, which I don't think it does, but for some reason that's what I've told myself. Get those eyes. So I'm covering up and also blending with the concealer. And I think I will do a second layer of this as well. So I've done this side. I'll now do my chin and my upper lip area. Then I'll go for the top. I don't use a whole lot of foundation. I probably use less than the average person. I just don't really like when it looks like I'm hiding something. I like it to look as natural as possible. So basically, if I can hide the imperfections, that's all I ask for of makeup. Well, of base makeup. And I don't actually use any highlighter or contour bronzer, which I could, but I just find that that's a bit, I wouldn't say unrealistic, just not quite as natural. I like to go for more of a nude look. Okay, and then I'll do this side of the face. And it starts to look like really simple, really plain, which is why I use a fair bit of eye makeup, because I really like, having basically translucent skin and then eyes that pop. I don't know if that's normal or what, but we'll see. So as you can see, I've got a pretty good base coat. I'm just going to quickly add just a little bit more, and I'll just, nice and quickly just go over the areas again that I think need a bit more. And just create a nice blank canvas. Making sure to blend it in, because I have such a good color match for my foundation right now. I don't really have to blend it all that much. It kind of just fits in really nicely with my skin tone, which is lucky because I have had issues in the past with getting the right colour, which is really annoying because, you know, when you're going to a shop, a supermarket to pick up foundation, which I do because I'm cheap, you can't really try it out before you buy it, so it's quite a waste of money to get the wrong one. Okay, next, ooh, I've got my powder brush, nice and dry, so you need a different brush, unless you want to wait for your foundation brush to dry off a bit, but we gotta work quick. We're getting ready. So I'll just get a bit of powder on there. This one is True Girl Blend Minerals in the light color 405. It's quite old, so you can't really see what it is, but yeah, just something simple. It does have a little bit of glitter in it, which is kind of annoying. For me, I don't know, I've got these little glittery bits, and I mean, I guess it's nice. It kind of makes your face shine a bit more. But yeah, I think next time I'll go for something a bit more neutral. And basically what I do with this is just make sure that there's no shiny spots, because nobody wants to have a shiny face. Well, unless you got highlighter. Okay, next I'm gonna do my eyes. So, eyes are probably the most complicated thing I do. Well, not complicated, but I do use quite a few different products for my eyes. Okay, so to start off, I have this tiny eyeliner. I couldn't even tell you what it is because obviously it's absolutely tiny. But I have to pick up a new one, and tell you, whew, it's hard work picking up new products, especially if you can't get the one you've already had. So with this, I don't line my bottom eye, I just line my upper, just below my eyelashes. I know this is probably different to how other people do it, I just don't like it to be too exaggerated. I like it to kind of frame the eye, so that when I put mascara on, you know, it's not stark contrast. Yeah. I've then got my L'Oreal Paris Cherie Mon Cherie, and with that one, okay, two of them are fallen out, but I like to use the palest one, and I use that for pretty much any eyeshadow combination that I do. Trusty little eyeshadow brush. So I do that as a kind of a base coat, and I do it towards the inner part of the eye, and I just find that that makes my eyes shine a little bit, you know, it makes them look a bit brighter. So, you know, it's not very noticeable, it's quite held back, I guess you could say, in terms of eyeshadow, but I just like to do this as a base towards the inner part of the eye, and then I can do a different colour towards the outer part and blend the two together. Yeah, and for the outer part I've been using this colourful glitter Sephora eyeshadow in the colour Girl Talk, and it's just a really nice pink, but it's the only issue I have with this one is that it's got so much glitter but not so much colour, so if you try to put on a lot, it'll be a lot of glitter, and believe me, that glitter has gotten in my eyes before and caused some irritation, so I do find that quite annoying, but I do like how it looks, so just pop that on. I probably do need to purchase some sensitive eye products, because I've noticed that I've been experiencing some irritation when I put my eye makeup on, which is not very good because I do it all the time. So yeah, so that color is very held back. You can actually barely see it, but it does have a lot of glitter, and that's what I kind of what I like, but not really. I think I have to get a new one if I can get this without the glitter, That would probably be perfect. And then mascara, right? I almost forgot. So I've got this huge one that I bought from Sephora recently. It's Trooper Black. Go big or go home. I don't actually go that big, but basically go big or go home, right? So some of the glitter has already fallen down below my eyes, but that's okay. Just means I'll be nice and sparkly, like a vampire. Okay, I'll put this on, so I just brush and blink. Now, because I work in an office, I try to be a little bit more refined with my mascara. I don't go too overboard. Ugh. In fact, I probably don't even do it right, but this is what I do. Just blink it out, blink it out. So that's it. That's all I'm going to do for that eye, and then we'll move on to the next one. I love buying new mascara because, you know, you get so used to these big clumps on your old one, and oh, you have to overcompensate so much, you know. You give it a brush and then you have to dab it with a little tissue or something. But with a new one, it's just gliding onto those lashes. Oh. Yeah, that's perfect. And now we're gonna do lips. So I've got these 6 different lip treatments that I like to use. This one not so much because it's a strobe. It's quite sparkly, and honestly my eyes are already sparkly. This is a lip glaze. I think I really like it. I like the color, and I like the fact that it has a lot of color even though it's just a glaze. Only issue is with, of course, you probably know, with lip glosses, if your hair's not up, it gets stuck in them, and that's quite uncomfortable. So technically these 3 are glosses. I do have another one that's currently in my handbag that I wore the other day, and it's like a light pink as opposed to a more nude color. And I really like that one. It's just a little bit sparkly as well, and these ones don't have sparkles. I think today, I don't think I've actually tried this one yet. It says that it's a lip stain. Well, of course, I've got the Stay Matte, but this one's quite old and it gets chunky, so I think I'm going to go with the lip stain. I haven't used this one before actually, so let's see how this goes. Oh. It is very spreadable. I'm worried that it might be a bit intense, and I might have done it a bit wrong. So I have a little trusty cloth that I use for any makeup whoopsies. Just quickly. Oh, it's on my tooth. Ugh. Stop it. Okay. So this one is not glossy at all. In fact, it's matte as well, so now I've got 2 mattes. But this one does look like it's drying out my lips, which I'm not a big fan of, I do have to say. So what I'm going to do, got a little bit of my Paw Paw ointments, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of that over top, carefully. Which is basically turning this into a gloss, but I just can't stand having really dry lips, which is probably why I gravitate more towards a gloss. Okay, I think that's better. It's quite refined look, I think, and I find that it's really nice when you're going to work and you don't want to look too extravagant. You know, you don't want to look like you're going out on a night out, unless you do, and in that case I'd probably just use the lip strobe and maybe one of these other colors in my eyeshadow palette. But yeah, most of the time just something simple like this. So this is just what I would wear on an everyday. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that you might have learned something about some different products that you might be interested in. The Sephora stuff I bought pretty recently, so I can definitely put some links down below. And I think I'll do that. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya!